Bonjour mes parents, c'est moi, Madame C ou Madame Kalikoa. I am so happy to have your children again this year with me, some of them for the third year. This is going to be an awesome year where we're going to work together really well. And I have with me my Nathalie and my Sophie, so you can see my two kids as we remote learn. Performance-based activity. I wanted to take a moment to talk to you also about our new grading policy. Since we're e-learning and doing remote learning, students are learning at different rates and different speeds. So we have 3 new categories now for grading. The first is called summative assessments, and it's worth 70% of the grade. The point of this category is to have all of the little steps that the students have taken culminate in one large project or performance-based activity. This is because during e-learning we're going to get rid of most of our tests and quizzes since they don't lend themselves well to this kind of environment. Our second category is called formative assessment, and those are the smaller step activities that we do, like writing a paragraph or doing a discrete listening activity, something that we'd probably do in class. And finally, our last category is called practice activities, or just practice. And these aren't used so often, but they're just the little activities that we do just to make sure that students are understanding the material, just basic checks of how students are doing, and things that we would do like on conjugemos.com, just to make sure students know how to conjugate, or just do some little practices that don't necessarily count for their grade, but just show that they're doing some of the work so that you can follow along and see how they're progressing. I'm so lucky this year to be teaching levels 3 regular, 3 honors, 4 honors, 5 AP, and an independent study course from novel to fill. Now, in level 3, our goals are to take the students from basic grammar to a more complex and richer use of the language so that they can actually communicate with one another. So, for example, we're going to be learning not only the passé composé as a review from last year, but also the imparfait, and putting the two of them together so that students can talk about events in the past and actually use the 2 tenses that the French do. Hopefully by the end of the year we'll get to the plus que parfait and add that one in too. Second semester for French 3, we are going to be learning the subjonctif, and that's an important tense for students to be able to really communicate like the French. In French 4, that's typically a grammar year where we go through all of the different types of grammar and get students really ready for that aspect of the AP test. This year we are also going to be doing grammar, but I'm introducing a few more books than we have before because I think it's really important to read in order to learn more about the culture. And in AP, we're preparing for the AP test. But more importantly, we're also preparing for students who go off to college. I have never had a student place lower than a 300 level their first year in college, and that's not going to stop now. So remote learning or not, we are still pushing for students to really improve their skills, use their reading, writing, listening skills, and to actually really truly be able to improve with their French language. Shows images and also in addition to literature, we will be listening to a lot of popular French music in our classroom. Why? So that students can actually see what's going on in our world and hear from actual French speakers from both France and Francophone countries about issues that are important to them. I think this is a really important aspect of the culture because it shows images and also has the lyrics that really talk about what's going on in the world as we know it. I think it's really helpful for students, and I'm really looking forward to sharing a lot more music with them this year. There will be a lot of challenges this school year. Students working for the AP exam to get a 5, which I really hope they all do, and students working for the seal of biliteracy, which is a special seal that goes on their diploma that shows that they have mastered the French language. And I know that students are also working from home and that sometimes it can be difficult with distance learning. But I want you to know that I'm trying to keep things really interesting in class by using a ton of different types of apps and activities so that French is still fun and engaging. So we have Mematic to make memes for grammar concepts. We have Quizlet and Gimkit and Kahoot and a ton of other ones for playing vocab games, and we use Edpuzzle to put together grammar and culture, and we have, gosh, just a ton of other things that we use. I'm trying to keep it up, change things around, and make sure that students are still enjoying French. Please do not hesitate to contact me if you have any questions for me or any concerns. I'm here for you, for your kids, and I can't wait to have another great year with them. Thank you so much. Bye.